Okay, today we've got a Road to the Free mark for the Panzer 3K, Tier 5 premium tank, German. This tank's quite good. I've quite enjoyed it. The free mark was enjoyable. It's a fun little tank. Quite a little bit sluggish, but it's absolutely fine. You can still get into positions. The tank itself, it's got a 40% XP bonus and it's got a 40% silver bonus as well, so it's got quite nice little bonuses. There are some tanks that have got better bonuses, for example the Panzer T25 Tier 5, but it's a fun tank. Coming up to this little spot on prog that I like, you've got the ridge in front of you. You've got your ridge to the right hand side as well, just to cover if anyone goes on the by the train tracks or the hill. Just rocking back and forward just to see if I can spot anyone. The enemy team seem to be in that sort of D5 area. Spot the KV-1S. Put one shot through him. Artillery takes a shot. We'll be seeing him later. Not too sure if I spotted the Su-85 up or someone else did, but put one shot into him. Put a second. Someone's looking at me. Take a blind shot. Misses. But it was worth taking. Just drop back below this ridge. There's only one artillery, so I feel fairly confident to stay here. Without them ruining this position. So I'm lit, but I'm staying fairly stationary. I just lock the turret facing that direction just in case someone does take a shot at me. At least my strongest arm is facing towards them, whilst I just keep a look on the tanks over there. Artillery, yeah, he thought I was going to roll forward. Take another blind shot at me, unless that was aimed at the medium behind me. Panzer 5-4 charges. Yeah, so that team's just taking a few shots on him as Churchill 1 comes up. I'm going to struggle to get through Churchill 1. Artillery again. Load the premium up. Get one shot through. Just miss that shot. Artillery again. KV-1S is down there. I've still got the premium loaded. Artillery. So I was thinking at this point my luck's going to run out at some point, but when he hits me there, I'm thinking, well, he's hit me once, so that's his luck run out. But I decided to feign a retreat, just using this hill. As soon as I get unspotted, I'm coming back round. Artillery takes another shot at me. Our artillery's doing the same on their position on the other side. Yeah, just keeping an eye on this ridge. KV-1S is there. Knock his engine out or the gas tank or something. R1R2 in it. I'm thinking the artillery's going to come in again at some point. Just retreating. Here it comes. Yeah, miss again. Artillery again, he's trying to blind shot me now, so I'm thinking he's shooting where I was, but just got this KV-1S here. Just try and destroy this house in front so my teammates at least get some shots on him. I think that was another shot by artillery at me. I'm not too sure why it was targeting me so badly. Another one coming in. And again, I don't know. I'm not too sure what it was. I know that position's quite strong. Maybe I was the only one lit. But yeah, there's one of our medium tanks up on the A line. But yeah, it's artillery. I don't know how to play artillery. Coming in, I'm thinking that we've lost the hill, and there's probably at least a couple of people who've gone the hill, so I'm going to come over to this ridge to try and light them up. Panzer 5-4 makes a return. Just try and lead the shot. Missed there. Take the shot, leave him on 1 health, unfortunately, but he gets shut down. So we're losing at the moment. Just try and get a few shots into this Matilda over there. Load the premium up, because that Matilda armour can be a bit tricky to get through sometimes. But at this point I'm thinking, I'd like the artillery to stay alive on our team, just to give the enemy team something to think about. But this KV-1S is coming down the 1-2 line quite aggressively. Yeah, it's just too late. I'm not too sure why the artillery didn't try and run, but again, I don't play artillery. So just using these bushes, get lit up unfortunately. KV-1 takes a shot into the, I bounced something, shut the KV-1S down, and it's a 3v4 at the moment. So I'm thinking that we've probably won this flank, and I think our TD, the T40, thinks that as well. So we're both going up here thinking we'll see if we can outspot them. A couple of TDs on the enemy team, so I am cautious, and yeah, the Su-85 takes out our ally. I just stopped there thinking that that's where the Su-85's vision range is, so I just dart into here. See that our friendly 25 TP, he's charging over, I'm charging over to him. I think we've both got the idea that 2v4 is better if we team up. The Matilda that was on sort of the E6, E7 area, he's came down to try and flank this guy. I put a shot into him, finish him off, and that Su-85 and the Stug has appeared. Ally gets taken out, artillery again, but I'm the only one left. So I've noticed now that they're actually charging me, and at this point I'm thinking I did want to go round and loop round and try and outmaneuver them, split them up, but I'm thinking they're both casemate TDs and this artillery can't hit me, so they're going to really struggle if I just, as you can see, I've got the cruise control on. I'm making sure I don't stop accidentally. I think the Stug, he's shooting behind me, or he's just getting very unlucky. Put a shot into him, he comes in for the ram. I just finish him off. So again, I feign to go uphill, quickly turn to go downhill to use the extra speed of going downhill to get away, make myself a harder target. An ally pings A3. I don't think he's over there, I think he's on sort of C1 area, so I'm heading over that way. Using this bowl, just the ridges as well. Artillery tends to have quite good camouflage. I spot him up though, but I can't get the shot, and somehow he spots me. I'm not too sure, I think it must have just been a glimpse through that wreck. Just trying to circle round him, just weaving. At this point I'm thinking I'm just essentially challenging him to hit me. I know I've got the better accuracy, and I only needed 2 shots. So yeah, got the artillery in the end. Really good game in that one. I always enjoy playing Prague. It's a really good map, especially in sort of any sort of medium that's got any sort of mobility. So yeah, MVP on that one. 6 kills, 1700 damage, 1100 assists. It's always nice to see I got the most direct hits as well. So yeah, ace tank on that one. Spotter, got the high caliber, top gun, and almost up to 75%. So yeah, 74.8. So yeah, good game in the Panzer III K. good tank and a really good map. So this game, another good game, Encounter on Arctic region. Just coming over to where I usually go. We are top tier. I've noticed recently when I play tier 5, you seem to be getting lots of tier 4s. I think it's just the amount of new players that are starting. You can only assume. But yeah, coming up to sort of the A5, A6 area that I like to go on this map. Always cautious if someone does go into sort of the E4 sort of area where that ramp is, and someone is there. He's coming over, but we managed to get into this position before he gets into his. So at this point I'm thinking if I just push that corner, but I decide I'll try and spot. So you see the TD coming on the right hand side as well. Just putting shots into this guy now. Light tank there. Do want to get him removed. He is playing that pretty much how I would play it in this game mode. But actually, just Arctic region in the light tank. That's the position I like to go. You do get spots, so I suspect it was probably him that was lighting up our team. Got the tier 4 M8 on that corner, but I'm thinking I'll ignore those for the time being. The mediums behind me can take them. I'll go on this little ramp. I usually go up further up to the right where there's a hill, but yeah, I'm not too sure what he was doing. Same with this one. Not too sure why they're jumping off the cliff. Missed that shot. Get a very lucky shot here into the tracks. The T-34 turns around. He tries to take a blind shot to where he thinks I am, but yeah. So up to 650 damage. Little 147 of assisted. Just avoiding the cap circle just so I don't set the siren off. R1, R2, that one. Aim that one up. This position here between sort of E3, D3. I quite like this, especially when it's stalled on that corner. You can get around the back of these guys, as you can see now. Fairly safe from artillery as much as you can be. Shot one of them down. This M4, I think he's got a big gun, so he's coming around to try and put one into me. Does get one. Just cautious of what's looking down the 2 line from their base, but it's from the other side. So I think they've probably taken our hill where we spawned. So yeah, we all seem to be clumped on that hill. I think at the moment that's quite a good position for us to be in, considering its encounter and that we're slightly losing. I think I do ping the map to try and get them to follow me. Artillery's taking some blind shots over there. They're carrying on advancing. Not too sure why. Be up to 1200 damage now. Yeah, I've noticed that they're carrying on going around the corner, so I'm thinking, well, I might as well try and spot up here. So this spot's always quite good. I usually can get here in the snakebite, which is quite a nice little spot for the snake bite from that spawn to charge up here. That's what I usually do when I'm in the snake bite. Just load the premium. I don't want any bounces, so get the first one, get the second. Take the time to aim this one in, get the kill, but get killed from someone at the back. See, I didn't realise at the time, but I was actually on a Radley Walters there, so 8 kills for me. I got 3rd place. The MVP enemy team, he got 8 kills as well. So two Radley Walters medals in one game. So yeah, ace tanker on that one. Top gun. And 2 marks of excellence. So I can't remember if this was actually the 2 mark game. But yeah, about 1500 combined. So I think at the time the target what I was targeting was 1700 a game combined, just to really get movement on the percentage. So the 3rd game, we're in Sand River. At this point I'm thinking if I have a good game, a really strong game, I might get a 3rd mark on this game. So I'm coming to do what I usually do, which is there's a little rock formation, I suppose it's called, on sort of C7 area. So sometimes I go up onto the right hand side and climb up there if I'm in quite a fast light or fast medium, just to get a bit more angle, but since this tank's quite slow, I think I won't be able to get up there in time, so I just come to the left of the rocks, see if anyone's crossing. No one is. A lot of people, they suspect that people will be on the sand dune to the left, so this can take people by surprise sometimes. Notice this Excelsior's coming up. Load the premium. I'm thinking he's in the valley. I think he's by himself, so I'm going to go in on him. We've got a heavy tank distracting him as well. So yeah, just going in now. R1, R2. I'm just holding R2 down at this point. He gets a shot into the back. Just come down, just trying to get the slight downhill. Shut him down anyway. So at this point I'm thinking, I don't think there's anyone camping that way, so fairly safe to stay here. Got the Panzer T25. It's always good to see one of those out in the battlefield. Does look a bit silly. It's so tall, but the back is so short. It just looks a bit funny. Just can see this T1's cupola. Get one shot in. Get a second one in. So I've got the skill, the accuracy skill on the crew. So just another. So he can't spot me. Not too sure. It's 194 meters away. So even firing, he couldn't spot me. I've got the camo on him. Don't think at the time I had the camouflage skill on, although I might have. But yeah, I've got the vision skill on, the reload skill, the born leader, and the steady aim skill. So yeah, spot the artillery up, just aim in, see if we can get the kill. We do, that's one of the artillery out. Spot the other one up, this is always good when you see, and then set them on fire. Just want to make sure I get the Vespucci's, and I do. Notice one of the light tanks is going arcing round sort of C1, so I'm thinking I'm going to follow this light tank round and down to sort of come out sort of D3, D2 area. We're winning 9-6 at the moment, so our team decided now is a good time to cap. Winning 8-5. gain the light tanks on the cap. I'm thinking now I really do need a good few more shots of damage to get the 3 marks. I think at the moment where I am, one more shot and I would have held the percentage. But yeah, I think this person is intent on capping. Spot the Su-85, put 1 shot into him. So at this point I'm now confident that I'm going to have a small movement up. Just really do want to get this guy out of the game. See the Panzer IV-H, can have a shot into him, still haven't been spotted. So 1700 now, so I'm quite confident. Pinging this guy to attack, to get out the cap, I am quite desperate for him to move. I'm thinking if I can take this guy out, 50 hit points, yeah, not too sure if that would have been enough really, but I'm looking at these guys down here, I'm thinking a couple of hundred more, a couple more shots, and I think I would have got it. But we can't. That was just a hope that it threads itself through the buildings. Yeah. So yeah, MVP on that one. Yeah, 1800, 142 assisted, but got the ace tanker on that one. Always good to see an ace tanker, high caliber Vespucci's, and 94.9. So yeah, that early cap, I think that really did stop me getting the 3rd mark on that game. Not too sure what that light tank was doing that game. Just wanted to cap. So this is the game straight after that one. I think I was frustrated with capping the last game. Yeah, just one of those things. So on this one, probably try a bit too hard, too aggressive. With how the Marks of Excellence works, I'm thinking at this stage I just need a half decent game, and that will push me over the top. I think this was the 70th game, so I think how the Marks of Excellence work is 100. You last 100 games, and you start with 100 games of 0. So at this point, I would have had 70 games with 30 games. So I'm just thinking, just anything, any half decent game to knock that 1% or 0.1% up. So take out the M4 improved, take out that one, but not much damage, not even a couple of hundred damage for a couple of kills. I like this position. You can just stay here, as long as you don't get spotted, that is, of course. But as soon as you do, you can just drop down the little steep slope behind you, or just charge forward into sort of the A5 area. Some really carefully aimed shots, missed all of them. So yeah, charge down. Just see the good size light plate. Someone knocks my engine out, quickly repair it. And that guy, I think that was just him being destroyed there. At this point, the little bush, tree and rock in front is quite a nice spot to go here. But as I said, I am just trying too hard, I'm trying to force it. So get a snapshot into that guy. It's straight into his tracks though. So I'm just charging across now because I just want some damage. Drive into this rock, start shooting him. Artillery gets a shot into me. Get one last shot in there, and I get shut down. Just frustration from the last game just led me to charge across when I didn't really need to. I was looking at that tank destroyer, thinking he was a nice soft target, missed the medium behind me. So yeah, that guy actually, I think that was the one that ended up with the MVP. But yeah, that was the third mark game. Sort of a limp across the line, but we got it in the end. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's just frustrating when they cap. But yeah, really good tank. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely worth getting if it's on offer.